So my name is Annabell Hill. I'm a mom of 3 children. I have a 4-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 3-month-old. But I'm also a registered nurse. And I've had 3 different types of deliveries. My first baby was a cesarean section, and then I've had 2 successful VBACs at Central Texas Birth Center. When I got pregnant with my 3rd baby, our insurance would not cover Central Texas Birth Center because we were not in network. There were 2 birth centers that were considered in network, and so I went to both birth centers to apply as a candidate, and I was denied by the other 2 birth centers because I had a history of a C-section, and at one birth center I did have a higher BMI. After the denial of those 2 birth centers, I sent in my letters to my insurance agency with a letter from Central Texas Birth Center that said they would take me as a candidate, especially after having a birth here already. They accepted and made my birth center in network for insurance purposes. And after jumping through all those hoops, it was totally worth it to have my baby here. Because of the experience I had at Central Texas Birth Center, I did not want to go anywhere else for my 3rd birth, even though I had to jump through all those hula hoops. Just because one person says no does not mean the answer is no. I feel so blessed that I've had the opportunity to have 2 births here. So I'm going to choose a highlight from each one. My favorite highlight from my first birth here at Central Texas Birth Center is that I woke up, I had a baby, and 6 hours later, after being loved on by all these midwives, being with my husband during it all, I got to go home 4 hours later and be with my family and feel normal. I wasn't having to take the Percocet. I was on cloud 9. I had those endorphins I hear about from other births, and I loved it. So after my first birth being a cesarean, I went through an emotional journey of, I had a healthy baby, I didn't feel normal for a month afterwards, I felt like I had done everything I could do to have a vaginal birth, but I wanted to find a provider who would support me, and that brought me to Central Texas Birth Center and their providers, and their connection to me, their trust, their 1-hour appointments with their patients, that we read over my operative report, and I was a good candidate. I had a low-risk pregnancy with my 2nd pregnancy. We went through the trust, we went through the emotions of how my C-section had left me, where could I really have a baby the way I had desired? Could I have a drug-free vaginal delivery? And I was so close the last time. I also really loved at Central Texas Birth Center that they don't speak about doubt. They talk about nothing but the positive aspects. That when you are in the birth center for your prenatal appointments, you are the only person that matters for that hour. You are not a number. You are not a client that has to wait 45 minutes for a 5-minute prenatal appointment. You are you. I really felt so much trust. These midwives that work here are so knowledgeable and have every single client's best interest at heart. If there's a need to transfer, it's talked about very soon, if that's to happen during a delivery. And that was always brought up front to me, and I truly, truly appreciated all the support they gave me. After having my 2nd birth, I was a changed person. I had a baby that was 1 pound and 5 ounces bigger than my C-section baby. He was 9 pounds 12 ounces. It was a 6-hour labor. I pushed that baby out in the water. He was absolutely beautiful. He's now 3 years old. And I knew when I got pregnant for the 3rd time, there was no other place I was going to be. I had a husband who wasn't convinced after our first delivery if the birth center was the right choice for our family. But after coming here for a tour and having our 2nd son here, he wouldn't have it any other way either.